We do begin with a story that is truly, well, out of this world. Early this morning, the Department of War released the first declassified files surrounding the government's top-secret UFO program. Now, some of you watching right here now are extremely interested in the contents of the files. Well, maybe others don't care about it. I care a lot about it. I'm interested. I want to know, is it possible? Anyway, but with no decision to make, these documents made public, President Donald Trump, he's doing something unprecedented, rather profound, and that is he's putting his full faith in you, the American people, on Truth Social. The president put it this way, quote, "It was my honor to direct my administration to identify and provide government files related to alien and extraterrestrial life, unidentified aerial phenomena, and unidentified flying objects, whereas previous administrations have failed to be transparent on this subject. With these new documents and videos, the people can decide for themselves what the hell is going on. Have fun, enjoy." In other words, it's not the government's job to, be gatekeepers of mysteries. And now it'll be up to you to decode, decide what you believe, what you choose to believe. Now, we're going to have full analysis coming up with a UAP whistleblower. His name is Lou Elizondo and Congressman Burchett. But first, here is just a sample of what was released to the public for the very first time. Take a look at your screen. One of the most compelling videos shot in 2013 by an infrared sensor aboard a U.S. military platform. Now, if you look there, it shows a star-like object with 8 points maneuvering across the sky in ways that seem to defy the laws of physics. Pretty interesting to watch. In 2023, a UAP, or unidentified aerial phenomenon, was spotted by another U.S. military infrared sensor. And yet again, in 2024, another infrared sensor aboard a U.S. military platform captured a bright orb flying near dozens of wind turbines. So look at it right there on your screen. Video after video after video showing objects in the sky that the U.S. government is unable to identify. And that's not all. The newly released files also feature firsthand accounts, including multiple 2023 eyewitness depictions of a metallic object hovering over a field before instantly disappearing. Also accounts from pilots. But to me, perhaps the most compelling are the statements from our own American astronauts, people that landed on the moon. Both crews on Apollo 12, Apollo 17, they captured images. The conversations were fascinating. They included that in the files, but they saw mysterious lights hovering close to the moon. The crew on Apollo 17 even reported seeing, quote, strange bright sparks in space that looked like the 4th of July and fireworks. Now, remember, this was during the 60s and 70s. So what were they seeing out in space? What are we seeing right now in these images that they captured on the moon? And why was all of it kept secret? Why did they have so little confidence in the American people up until Donald Trump? On the most recent episode of my podcast, the director and executive producer of a documentary about extraterrestrial encounters detailed similar eyewitness accounts from multiple Americans right here on planet Earth. It's a story about Bob Lazar. Take a look.
Was making radical movements to the right, to the left, and it was like moving left, stopping on a dime, moving things that we cannot do with our aircrafts. Even today, it's a big object, okay? They're not hearing any sound, but it's still far away. And he says at a certain point, it's getting closer and closer and closer to them, and it's getting brighter. But he said it wasn't moving in a linear fashion. It was one moment it's here, another moment it's here. It's like it's skipping. It's almost like skipping in and out of visual. It's coming towards you, but you're not seeing the whole line. You know what I mean? The whole trajectory. And he says it was very close to them. It was very bright. And he said it was as clear as day. It was a disc. It was lit. He says a yellowish orange light. It was like the whole skin of the craft is lit. It was getting very bright. Bob said that has to do with the propulsion system. It's the way that the skin of the craft has an electrical field on it. And he says, and it just vanished. It just disappeared.
If you haven't seen S4, the Bob Lazar story, I mean, he's been saying this for decades. Now, my next guest has viewed some of the most top secret material related to government, the UAP program, most of which has still not been released. All right, thanks for watching. Check out my new podcast, Hanging Out with me, Sean Hannity. The big interviews, the debates you won't get anywhere else. Like and subscribe for new episodes every Tuesday and Thursday.